How is going?
I'm doing the same, man. I'm doing the same.
So thanks for accepting my request and accepting to talk with me.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's a
Nice,
pleasure. I've got
nice
my
to meet you.
my buddy here, man, who's really good at guitar. Hey. And I thought he'd jam a little bit. So he
Sure.
wasn't too much, you know. He's really good, man. I wouldn't let him do it otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before that, I want to introduce you both to my audience.
Okay.
So can
Well,
you both introduce yourself to my audience?
yeah. I'm Nick Johnson, also known as Bob Van. I make modern art. I do comic books. I got my puppet Carl the Crow here with me. Been doing puppet videos, and this is my good friend.
I'm Blake Ford. I'm Bob Van Starr's right hand man. I'm a guitarist slash writer, producer, all that good stuff. So nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. So you people from?
We are from Calais, Maine. So it's the United States. It is like right next to Canada, all the way on the Atlantic Ocean, whereas like as far east as it goes.
So can we start with a sound from your friend?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, do it. Straight it up, dude.
Is that your own or own music, or you're playing the music from any other movie?
I'm gonna play a little hurt.
Yeah, because if you play from any other music, it becomes copyright. I hope you know that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you guys do. Got something of your own.
yeah.
For sure.
This is mine. This one's called Lockdown. When the sun is gone and you got nowhere to run. When the sun is gone and you got nowhere to run. Lockdown, 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 lockdown. Yeah, when the sun is gone and you got nowhere to run. When the sun is gone and you got nowhere to run. Yeah, it's got the lockdown, baby.
Lockdown.
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 It's called the lockdown, baby.
Lockdown.
That one's called Lockdown. It's about quarantine.
Awesome, man. You have a good voice.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So you writing, music creating, and is your full-time job?
No. I'm actually a teacher. I teach English, which is why I've missed you the last 2 days. I've just been working when I miss you those times. So I teach, and then in my free time I make art
You work in a school or a college?
at a high school. So I work with like 14 to 17-year-olds.
Okay, so English, you did graduation
Have I graduated? Like, miss out.
in
Yeah,
English.
I have an English degree. Just 1 second.
Okay.
I have an English degree. I also have a degree in political science,
Wow.
and I have a law degree actually.
Wow. political science and law and English.
Degree and an English degree. Yeah, I've been going to school like basically my whole life, honestly. So
Okay.
lots of degrees.
Nice, man. You have studied in different stuff. You have studied different subjects.
Yeah, I went to after I graduated from high school. I went to University of Maine in Orono for 4 years, where I did political science, and I have a minor in philosophy from that. And after I graduated from there, I went to Charlotte School of Law in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I studied law for 3 years, and I got my JD from Charlotte School of Law in 2016. And then, yeah, from there, I moved back to my hometown. I just kind of worked out this job being an English teacher. I got my English degree while I was doing that. So,
So you were born and studied in US.
yep, the U.S.
Okay. So what is this in your hand?
It's my puppet, Carl. He's starring in a lot of my productions these days. My big
Wow.
productions. Don't you got any questions for me?
Yeah. So tell me about your production.
Oh, well, I'm the big star of the show, and people like Blake help me out by doing music with me, or, I mean, it's really just all about me when it boils down to it, because I'm the best, and this guy that makes videos is no good.
So when did your production started?
Well, it's a long story, but I was a comic book character from like 2018 to 2020 when they made me a puppet, and now I'm here. Talk to
Okay.
you.
Okay. So what is the first project that you did?
Here, I'll take over, Carl. I I self-published a comic book in August of 2018, which was a comic called The Sample Man, and it featured Carl the Crow for about 16 pages, and it was just kind of a prologue telling you not to buy the rest of them. Actually, was the joke. So that's writing and working
So
on
yeah.
him.
Yeah, go on.
So from there, I've been publishing a comic book every, I think it's every 2 months, essentially, since then. So I have like 14 books on Amazon. I did
Wow.
also vocabulary, a Gen Z vocabulary book called Vocabulary Vice. So it's a lot of just Gen Z words that I've given definitions to. That's pretty fun. I think I put that out last Christmas, and I'm working on an art book right now of my art. I'm probably more known as a abstract artist than anything these days, honestly. So I'm working on that book. I said I'd wait 5 years to do it, and I've been making art under that alias for 5 years now. So I guess we could even say I started in 2015, like making art. But I really just started producing stuff and putting stuff out there in 2018.
Why so many fields? Political science, law, English teacher,
It just worked out.
writing.
Well, I don't know. I just like, as far as the art is concerned, it was like, I just didn't want to like watch TV and play video games. Really, it's like I kind of was like, it's a waste of time. And I want to like make something for everybody else to see, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a consumer. I want to be a producer, right? That's kind of how I felt. And so I kind of really just aimed on doing that, you know what I mean, for years, and just worked out more and more every time. It's always what I tell the best advice, like if you want to make art, would be just like do it, you know, make something.
You said something that I wrote in my blog recently, 2 days back. You said you don't want to be a consumer. You want to be a producer, and I said the same.
Yeah,
I said, don't be a consumer, be a
yeah,
content creator. I said,
yeah, yeah. It's great advice. I actually read your blog before I talked to you just to see what it was up, what was up, and I saw that you said that, and I felt exactly the same way. You know, it's like make something. It's well worth your time. Like, and everything you make is not going to be that good, right? I mean, Like you're never gonna, sometimes you're gonna hit the bullseye, and other times you're gonna, fly right off the edge of the map. But if you don't do it, you're never gonna, will never happen, right?
So 14 books. Why?
Why books?
Yeah, why 14 books?
Hoarding?
14 books you published and which
Oh,
are on Amazon.
14. So they're comic books, so they're kind of shorter in nature. I've actually got them. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Got stats. These ones are cool. My buddy Morgan did the cover for Lobzilla #1 that came out this summer. Like that one.
Godzilla. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Terror of the City, right? This is my vocabulary book.
What is this about?
So it's like American teenager slang.
Okay.
Is the way I would describe it. But it's just like it's a workbook. So you can go in and like read about. Find a good one.
So you're telling only teens, United States teens should read this book.
Yeah, definitely read it. And the parents of teens, you should also get this book because then you can know what they're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
here, one is the one on 2A here is make sure you don't at me, bro. But definition for at me is the act of telling someone to talk directly instead of indirectly. So I have the definitions for like at me and all that stuff in here. It's like a dictionary.
Okay.
And, here's the first Carl the Crow issue, the one based off the puppet there. That came out in 2018. It's Callow.
Nice.
Callow means inexperienced and immature, and Corvus means crow in Latin, so it's a good little combination. I'm really proud of this one, actually. Like, artistically, like, a lot of these pages are actually art.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So that, like, they're paintings and not really pages, and that was the original idea at the time. I was painting a lot, and I just painted a comic book, essentially. I just, like, did one character in a series, and it was like a comic book, So I enjoy doing it. Enjoy making stuff.
I think you're more into art.
Yeah, I'm this one right behind me actually is. Let's see it. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Let's put a bunch up here too.
Wow.
New
Nice,
one.
man.
Yeah, this one is my.
You did that?
Yeah, I did all those. This one is
Wow.
probably my most famous one, or the one that got me like initial views.
What is this?
I called it. It's acrylic on comic paper. I'm really original with names, but
Okay.
it's acrylic paint and it's like some really tiny markers and I think there's something else on there. I think there's watercolor. It's been a few
Okay.
years actually since I painted it.
Nice.
Yeah. So actually, when I put that one out, I got asked to be in an art journal, but that never panned out. So
How much time you take to paint this?
actually, doesn't take me very long. A couple hours, probably 2-3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why you're doing different things, man?
I don't know. I just get bored with some things, and I like to pick up other stuff. I'm trying to learn how to play the bass right now, which has been slowing down my painting. But I kind of see it all as all in kind of the same category, if that makes sense. Like I
Okay.
can whole production. Hopefully, is the you know you can draw the title cards and you can make the music and you can like film all the stuff and have the content. You don't really need to pay other people to do it for you all the time and get expensive.
So what is your productions? Tell me in detail.
Um, lately I have been making the videos. I guess is I think what a lot of people have been seeing, and I've just been getting really lucky, getting celebrities on the internet to, be in my videos for me. I'll go through some of them. Just go to my website. My first big one was last spring when quarantine started, and that was Lobzilla.
Okay.
Video of Lobzilla before I made the actual comic book.
Okay.
Yeah, I always kind of make a video, and that one
Okay.
was ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in May. So May 22nd, I put out Lobzilla, and just they got a lot of views. I ended up meeting a guy that's really great at art after that too, and he kind of started helping me with some of my my comic book stuff. My buddy Morgan Leaf, shout out to him, does a great job. From there, Lobzilla, I put a second Lobzilla out, and I was lucky enough to get Robert Duncan McNeil in there, and he's from Star Trek Voyager, and I love that show, and I love him, and I really lucked out because we had been talking specifically about getting Robert Duncan McNeil for that like particular part, just because it was like a starship driver, and so I was like really pumped, and that was kind of when I first I was like, wow, I can really get some of these people maybe to hook it up for me and be in stuff. I put out a lot. We did the Neon Blinkong in June. And Fred Blake over here did the music for that one. And we had Riff Raff in there, the American rapper Riff Raff. And he actually like friended me after that. It was cool. He like commented on it and he liked it. So that was like real flattering. I did another Lobzilla after that. I did a couple Lobzillas in the summer. And then I started doing more Carl the Crow stuff. My buddy Dylan was here in the summertime, and I did a lot of stuff with the two. So Carl would be outside, and they had a long-standing feud essentially, and ended with Dylan making a scarecrow in the yard so Carl couldn't get in there. One I really like here is I got Spencer Pratt from the Hills in October, and Carl the Crow in healing crystals, and he basically did like a whole crystal healing on Carl. It's wicked funny. I can't have, there's a lot here. This fall I started really, my friend Jeremy McAdams helps me a lot with writing and puppetry, like working the puppets. It's kind of a hard job to like work a camera and a puppet, right? And like do all that stuff by yourself. So in the fall, my friend Jeremy, who has a theater degree, got into helping me with some of this stuff, and a couple of the ones we did in the early fall. First off, we got Willie Garson and Tim from the show White Collar on too. They were kind of like connected to those. He gets busted, trying to make a nice White Collar. But then after that, me and Jeremy made a set of 5 now, based on the video game Diablo, where Carl just keeps trying to get one of my real best friends to play video games with him. And like that's the whole point of the videos. It's like Carl's just trying to trap him. I'm kind of proud of those ones. I think they're hysterical. They might even be funnier than the ones that I got, famous people to be in with me, just because of like the such close nature. It's just so funny. Trying to kidnap him and force him to do stuff it's really funny to see a puppet do that to me, so
You have a different imagination. Why?
I don't know why. That's a tough one, man. I've always had a pretty good imagination. I was a class clown in high school, So I've always kind of I like to joke around a lot. And I always loved to draw. Like I was drawing comic books when I was a real young kid. So that was always a big thing for me. And it was always kind of the same as it is now, which is funny. It's like a spoof version of Marvel at the time. It was just I like spoofed a lot of characters and parodied a lot of stuff, even when I was a real young kid. And I still like doing that. So a lot of my stuff is like more spoof based. And I just like making fun of stuff. But I try to be nice about it, you know. Try not to bring much like negativity. It's more just like personal self-loathing. It's kind of where the jokes I'm going for, you know. It's like a little bit of black humor. I don't know how I particularly. One funny note about this character, Carl the Crow, is I had a student that just didn't like the characters I was drawing before that, and he, you know, kind of convinced me to start this new character, change things up a little bit. So that was cool. Particular creativity though, I don't know, it just develops, you know, just the way it developed, I guess, after all these years. That's what I like to do.
You look like a creative person. How can you? I don't think you will connect with one thing for a long time.
Yeah, it's hard for me, but I go back, if that makes sense. Like I'll get inspired more particularly about something. I'll go through the whole process with a couple of them, and like I really want to do stuff sometimes. Blake will vouch for me. I was talking about Lobzilla for like 4 years. You know, like Lobzilla was just one of those jokes that I had already been making for a long time. Giant lobster monster attacks a city, and we're in Maine. And Maine is just known for lobsters, right? Which is why it's funny here. I was like, oh no, Lobzilla. And he'd have garlic butter breath and all this jazz. And then one day I just decided, I was like, you know what? I could probably do a stop action Lobzilla film. You know, I got time. I think I could like mod a Godzilla. You know, I could make a Lobzilla toy. And I just feverishly worked on it. It's all I could think about, you know? It's all I wanted to do. And when I finished the video, I just wanted to work on comics about Lobzilla. It's all I could think about, you know? I can't even help myself. It's like, oh man, I just want to write or think about that. Or like, I just want to paint today, you know? But it circles around for me. Sometimes I'll just get like, I really want to do this project. And sometimes it doesn't last as long. And sometimes what I get isn't as good, but you know, I try to stick towards certain things. So right now I've been playing the bass. I'm not very good, but I'm getting there. I've been playing for about 6 months. Get a bass.
Wow, looks so good.
Thanks. I'm happy with it. So I've been playing that lately, which has slowed me down painting and drawing comic books, but I've drawn so much over the last few years that I have a lot of stuff. It's really, I need color. I need to like color comic book pages is what is really slowing me down right now, because I just want to do other stuff, and coloring pages takes so long to do. I need to hire a colorist, seriously.
So English teacher
Yes.
for 17 to 18 years old.
Yeah, feel like 15 to 17, I'd say. It's about my range.
What do you say?
Well, I teach typically a lot of SAT prep, and I teach novels. I teach a lot of young adult novels in my younger classes, and I teach American classics in my other classes. I'm doing To Kill a Mockingbird and The Maze Runner right now. So that's cool. It's a fun job. It's been a challenging year, but I typically like it. My dad works in the next room over to me, which is really cool. So I enjoy that a lot.
So guitar. So you play guitar?
A little bit. I'm not very good yet. It's only been a couple months. It's been like 4 or 5 months.
I think you're the only person with whom I'm talking who are into multiple fields.
What? I missed that.
I think you're the only person with whom I'm talking who are into multiple fields.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I always wanted to make videos. I guess that was always a big. And art really doesn't take me that long. It's like we were talking about. It doesn't take me that long to like make a painting. Just in the nature, like I do a lot of abstract now, so I mean I could do like 10 abstract paintings in like 40 minutes if I really wanted to. I just like slap and paint around until I'm happy, you know. So that's pretty cool, and like I do a lot of that still. But it just, you know, if I want to paint all night or whatever, and I end up painting for like 45 minutes, and I'm like, oh, it would be silly for me to like paint over this. It looks so good already. And then, like, I think that drawing and the painting is like really connected, if that makes sense. Like comics and drawing, like, or comics and like the modern art. You know, it's all art, right? It's all like hand art, paper, and stuff like that. And I've just always really been into comics, so I see that as a continuation. Again, I see the puppet as a continuation too. You know, it's really just it's the same character from the comic books. You know, he's just like developed well enough that I could like pull him into like a more visual media. But I needed music, you know, so like now I'm also kind of segueing. This is like the last thing I really needed to put a whole thing together by myself. But I don't have a lot of experience with music, so I'm just starting to get better at it.
So where those imagination is coming from, where those thoughts are coming from, the painting.
I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just do it. Just do it, right? It's like a muscle. Creativity is like a muscle, in my opinion. How do you know what questions to ask me, right? Like, just that so often that it's like, I just go and do it. Like, this is now the new thing. I got to do that.
Who will connect with your paintings?
I actually get a lot of views on my paintings. Actually, that's kind of big. A lot of people like it. I don't know. It's abstract. I think I'm pretty good, honestly. I think it's taken a long time, but I painted a ton in 2020. Just I was at home all the time, so I painted like probably close to 200 paintings in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, I got a lot better then, I think. But yeah, a lot of people comment on the paintings. A lot of people like it.
Where do you put all those paintings?
They are on my website. All the stuff we've been talking about is on my website, vanstarproductions.com. All my videos, it's all free. All my videos, all my art, all my comics. I put it all there for free. And if you enjoy it, you can buy the comics on Amazon. And I also have shirts and merchandise available through Bonfire on demand. So you can visit my website and view basically everything I've made. A couple ones I didn't talk about that have been real popular. I had John Cleese from Monty Python in a video I put out at Christmas time called X Crow. Mr. Cleese was nice enough to give me about 4 minutes of his time, so it's a pretty good one. It's pretty special. I got a Tommy Chong video that came out a little after New Year's. Tommy Chong is obviously a big influence of mine, so it was real cool to get him. And then lastly, the one I just put out with Bill Daniels from Boy Meets World, Bird Meets World. I'm real proud of that. Bill Daniels, big fan of Boy Meets World and big Bill Daniels, so that was cool. Yeah, all my galleries are there. I haven't put up a 2021 gallery yet. I've just been busy doing a ton of stuff, but I'm starting to get there on enough paintings to have a 2021 gallery. I'm also really active on Twitter, and I'm trying to get better at being on every other social media, Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Got to get better at TikTok, you know. It's my new goal.
I'm sure you will get a lot of views and you will reach a lot of countries after this video.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm excited about this. Thanks for having me.
And what are the videos that you put in the website?
I have quite a bit of stuff in production. Me and Blake actually just made a series called Carl Sings the Blues. So we got the puppet singing the blues tunes, and it's pretty funny. I think people are gonna like it. Actually, I'm so bad at singing that it's hysterical. I have a couple other videos with some other stars, but I'm not going to spoil the surprise yet. So I got a bunch of good ones. I have a new puppet coming soon from Luna's Puppets, who made the Carl puppet. Shout out to Kevin Gorby. He makes some of the best puppets probably in the world, I'd say. He's a worldwide famous puppet maker at this point in time. At least I'd argue he was. In my opinion, he is. So he's got another puppet he's working on for me that should hopefully be almost done, based on Captain Cockroach, who's one of my characters.
Wow.
So Captain Cockroach. It's the number one.
Wow.
So I should be getting a really nice puppet of him here in the next coming months. And so he's got a whole new series. I'll be working on a whole new series at that point in time. Another aspect of the videos I'm already making. So I'm really excited for that.
So at last, do you have anything to say to the people who watches this video from anywhere on this planet?
Hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for watching.
So Albert, I'll put your website link in the description of this video. People who wants to see your gallery and wants to buy your comic books or wants to watch your videos, they will see.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's nice to meet you.
At last, have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube?
Actually, I did. I watched a couple of yours before I said I would talk to you. So I like them. You do a good job. Excited to be on the channel.
So as a creative thinker, what do you say about seeing me talking with different thinking people?
I think you do a great job. You ask good questions. Your interviews are great.
Thank you, sir. You are into different professions. You're the only person with whom I can see myself
Oh, all right. Thank you.
in
Yeah,
whom.
and keep at it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
don't limit yourself to one thing. That's for sure. Like everything's connected. Like the more stuff you get good at, the better you are at everything, right?
yeah.
So keep at it. Keep at your thing. Keep pushing. Keep promoting.
So, and thank you so much for giving me your valuable time and telling about your valuable work and telling about your paintings and about your job and some thoughts of yours.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you and your friend for the beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
Your voice
Have a
is
good-
fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And hi and bye.
Bye. Talk to you later.
Yeah. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel, on social media, on internet with
Oh, yeah.
both of your permission, on
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast also?
Yep. We'll be on the podcast.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, we're good, dude.
Yeah, I'll put your details in the description of this video. People will visit if they want to see something new, something creative.
Yeah, for sure, man. That'd be much appreciated.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and keep doing what you love and do what makes you feel happy.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. Later, man.
Bye.